If someone said you can get 1,365 hours, 22 minutes, and 58 seconds of free advertising time, would you say yes? Or would you call that BS? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how that's actually possible to do. And I'm going to show you how you can come up with themes for your brand to create a social media page. This is for people who don't have big media budgets or a full social media team. And if you want the knowledge in this video faster, feel free to watch on 1.5 or even 2 times the speed. So quickly, we're going to talk about the clipping strategy and how to understand what your customers respond to in your market, to your social media page, and how to experiment with social media posts. My name is Zane and I'm from LandingCube. We help Amazon sellers quickly and easily create landing pages and optimize your off Amazon marketing on Google, TikTok, and Facebook. So I just started my social media page for my brand, as you can see on the screen here. I have 528 followers, and that may not be a lot, but what I can say is that it's all organic, and only one of my followers is one of my buddies or someone that I know. I'm obviously still making posts, so it's going to grow further. Now, to be very straightforward, it'll take some experimenting to get reels that result in high views. So I want you to view social media as a long-term game to develop your brand and not so much for immediate sales, especially if you don't have a social media page presence already. So I'm in the wristwatch and watch collector market, and this is my first viral reel. Let me show you guys. So this right here is my first viral reel. It now has 231,900, almost 232,000 views, a total of 7,264 interactions, which is like the sum of all likes, shares, saves, and comments. And that all together totals up to roughly 56 days worth of viewing time. That's what I see on my phone. When I open up the insights, for some reason, it does not show that on this page on the desktop, but nonetheless, that is 56 days worth of viewing time. And attention is the most valuable resource. So 56 days isn't bad. Social media is the best way to acquire that resource of attention. So I'm going to play this reel for you. It's about 55 seconds long, and then we're going to dissect onto what worked and the themes that came out of it that I know now to build my brand towards. So let's begin.
It's a good looking watch there.
Great watch.
Can you sell me on the idea of a nice watch?
I'll never forget the first time I bought a watch. I walked into a store, I think it was in Manhattan. It definitely was in Manhattan. I walked into Tourneau and I was like, I'm buying a Rolex today. It was just a really exciting kind of moment because I had enough money to buy I think it was an Oyster, super simple stainless date. And I walked in there and I got it, and it's like a really amazing sense of accomplishment being able to buy a Rolex. What an amazing thing.
It's about the sense of accomplishment that you said, okay, I'm going to reward myself for perhaps doing something right in my life.
I don't buy the watches just because they're nice watches. I buy the watch because of the importance of time. So when I look at my watch or watches, they all are a representation of time that I spent doing something that mattered the most.
Follow for more watch collection inspiration.
Cool, and that's it. So to you, that might not matter much because you might not be watch people, but it doesn't matter if you're a watch person or not. You can apply all of these concepts to whatever industry you're in. So let's break this reel down. And then after this, I'm actually going to show you some of the unsuccessful reels, what I learned from them to eventually make this 231,000 viewed reel. Okay, so this reel is actually clipped together from a bunch of different videos. It's not all from the same interview, hence the clipping strategy. Starting with the most important part of any video format is the social media, the hook.
It's a good looking watch there.
Great watch.
Can you sell me on the idea of a nice watch?
So that was the hook. It's a very nice looking watch. Can you sell me on the idea of buying a watch, right? So obviously he's also a very popular person, Stephen Colbert. So that probably does add to the fact that people were interested in it for more than a second. But the question was very, very specific. And as you can see, I've made reels with the same person and they did not get as many views as that one reel that we just watched. But the point being, the hook is the first 3 to 5 seconds of a post. And it's a clip of Stephen Colbert asking why buy a watch, right? So then after that, I clipped together from other sources of celebrities and why they buy watches. And they explain that they buy watches with a theme being a sense of accomplishment. And because this reel did so well, I know that my brand should encapsulate this sense of accomplishment in its social media post themes. So I sell cases, watch cases. Okay. Apple sells computers, iPhones, phones in general, headsets, and other tech products. But their social media theme is all about creativity, and that's kind of what they're all about, right? So it doesn't have to be like this very kind of infomercial type, although that's not necessarily a bad idea, but it doesn't have to be this infomercial type reel like the old days. Now we're actually trying to connect with something far deeper and why people actually buy the product that you are selling. Now you might be wondering, how did I actually clip these reels together, or all these clips together? So you can actually get all of these clips for free from Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And all you have to really do is find the video that you want to download and just use these 2 websites. First one is yt5s.biz. And you take the YouTube video and you just post it in here and you press download. And then the second website is this website, inflact.com. It'll take you to this page, and then you basically just post the video that you're looking to download off of Instagram and press download Reels. So I posted my own video, as you can see right here, and all you have to press is then download, and then you will have the reel. Then you take these videos and you put them in a video editing software such as CapCut, which is TikTok's video editing software, or you can do DaVinci Resolve. These are the free ones. And then you basically cut up the video to the parts only that you want to keep, and then make sure that the start of the video is something very hooking based on what your market responds to, and that does take some experimentation. The links to the websites to download all these are in the description just to make it a little easier on you guys. So it's really as simple as that to understand how to get views and followers on your social media page. Then when they visit your social media page, you should have a link to your product landing page in your profile. You can make a simple landing page like this. If you're looking to build a landing page or collect emails to build your brand audience, check out LandingCube. We're a landing page builder for all your off Amazon marketing needs, such as Google, TikTok, and Facebook. Click the link in the description below for a free 21-day trial. Now, before the 231,000 post success, I did make a bunch of failing reels that didn't get that many views, and I did learn from them. But here's me explaining to you how you're gonna have to go through that, but how to get information out of this. So before making any posts at all, I did some research in my market through other social media pages of this market, of looking at other brands, other influencers, and YouTube, as well as TikTok and Instagram reels to get a sense of what people value in this market. So at first, I noticed that they love showing off their collection, or what they call rotation, which is basically a collection of watches they wear based on the occasion. So my first set of reels was based on that. I would create reels that talked about different watch rotations with different themes, such as these are the watches I would wear on this occasion, or the total budget base, or these are the watches in Jay-Z's or some other celebrities rotation, as you can see right here. So my first ever post was literally this video of going through 6 watches that I think you can use. Second video was about watches in the budget of $1,500, under $2,000, and that's Jay-Z's watch collection, so on and so forth. So you guys get the idea. But they didn't do well. As you can see, they barely cracked 300 views per reel. But then I realized I was answering the question what, meaning what were people buying? But I don't think people really care too much about what others are buying if the answer to the why isn't answered first. So if they don't know why they're buying it. So I pivoted to answering the question why, or more specifically, why do people buy products in this market? And I clipped people talking about why they buy watches. And that was the reel that I showed you, right? And when I pivoted to answering the question why, first reel that I posted with that why hook strategy, I got 6,000 views instead of 200. And this told me I had a lead on something. And this is the video, the reel that got 6,000.
It's a good looking watch there. Can you sell me on the idea of a nice watch?
I was passing this guy once on the street, and I was wearing a Rolex. He goes, "Wow, man, what'd that watch cost?" I go, "I guess at that time, $10,000, $12,000. He goes, "My watch costs $3, and we have the same time." And I go, "Wow, that's the point. It's not about the time. It's about the sense of accomplishment that you said, okay, I'm going to reward myself for perhaps doing something right in my life."
We love watches because when they're right, we are delighted.
I've always felt like you can learn a lot about a man if he opens up his jewelry box.
So that got 6,000 views, right? Way more than 200, 300. So I knew that I should be making more content that surrounds the question of why and a sense of accomplishment. And I continued to clip in different ways, and ultimately I hit it big with the 230,000 viewed reel. And so now I know that my brand will develop towards the sense of accomplishment or connecting special moments with watches, similar to how Nike connects their moments to victory moments, right? So in summary, to understand how to create a brand and theme, do the following. 1, research the market via social media pages such as YouTube, TikTok, Instagrams to understand what people are into and why they buy things. Download and clip videos together to post on your page. Create more brand posts around the concepts that they have done well. And then once you have an idea of what kind of theme you're going for, then you can make your own content, which I highly recommend in the long term. The clipping strategy is very short term, is just to get an idea of what themes that you want to create. I want to stress again that social media is a long-term game for brand development, and over time it will generate sales. The most immediate thing you can leverage to drive sales on Amazon is PPC, and we can help you out for free like this. If you want to learn more on how you can optimize Amazon PPC, you can get a free copy of our ebook, The Ultimate Guide to Amazon Ads, Advanced Tactics and Best Practices. This book has received a 4.8 out of 5-star rating on Amazon and has helped beginners and advanced sellers alike. Click the link in the description below to sign up to our emailing list and receive a free copy. And that's it for this video, guys. I know it's not as simple as it looks, as what people make it look like for social media content, but this is the best way I've found out how to create ideas for content, just by using this clipping strategies and connecting the dots that way. And I hope this was helpful, but until next time, I'll see you again. Take care.